sassy little face, daisy in her hand. She really put me in my place when she said, what's to understand? If you try, you always can.
Hi Aquarius, welcome to your year ahead astrology forecast for 2015. Your hard work for the past few years is now about to pay you back in dividends. The fruits of your labors will be delicious. 2015 is the year of the harvest for you. It is time for you to step into your role as teacher, for you are an authority, and your authority is growing. You are to share your insight and knowledge with a larger audience. Help will come to you from your partners, colleagues, and friends. People want to help you expand in new directions. You are a powerful portal for healing others in 2015. Create structures and practices that will allow for you to give and receive healing this year. This is very exciting what's happening with the Aquarians. Your traditional ruler, Saturn, has moved into Sagittarius on December 23rd and will be in Sagittarius until December 21st, 2017. Sagittarius rules the area of your life that has to do with unexpected sudden opportunity, unexpected good benefits, things that you didn't expect can happen suddenly, and it is a lucky area of the chart. Your ideals, your hopes and wishes are a big focus now. This is an area that has to do with the money you make from the business you own or the money you make for the company you work for. You know, when our country started here in America, 95% of the population worked for themselves. 95% of the population were business owners. Now it's the other way around. And people have become so dependent on other people or companies for employment, they've lost their creativity. They've lost their entrepreneurship. They've lost their ability to govern their own destiny. So for some of you, maybe it's time for you to start your own business. And you can start it as a hobby. Many companies start as hobbies. Hewlett-Packard started in their garage. Dell Computers started in their dorm room. Steve Jobs, he started with an idea. Many people start with a hobby. Astrology was a hobby for me for years. So what hobbies are you doing that you would like to do full time? You know, think about ideas that you might have. Thinking out of the box, being creative, being proactive. This is the time to do it. For those of you in the healing arts, you can do really well this year, and you are a powerful conduit for healing others. So for those of you that are business owners, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, this is a very strong year for you. Now, if you're working for a company, you can move up. There'll be a lot asked of you because Saturn in Sagittarius sextiles Aquarius. And that's awesome because sextiles are positive energy and they're much easier to work with than squares. And you've been in a square cycle with Saturn since October 5th, 2012. That's done except for when Saturn retrogrades back into Scorpio June 14th through September 17th. You Aquarians born in the last 3 days of Aquarius will be still working with Saturn, and you still can be successful and accomplish a great deal and get a great deal done. It's more requiring, it's more challenging. The sun represents your life force, and when Saturn's squaring the sun, it limits how much life force you have, so you can't have an elaborate social life or elaborate work life even, because it'll affect your health. So, it's more challenging when Saturn is squaring. Now Saturn is in Sagittarius and it's sextiling, and you are getting the reward for all the hard work you've done while Saturn was in Scorpio. And again, it's briefly in Scorpio. It flies back in September 17th to Sagittarius, and then it's in, for another 2 years, 26 months. So you're going to get a good stay of empowerment, reward, success, achievement. You know, wherever Saturn is where we're all being called to task. And so, yes, people want to help you. Yes, you can move up. However, you're also going to look at your friends too, and your networking, and do evaluation there, right? Because you don't want to be hanging out with people that are wasting your time. You don't want to be hanging out with people that aren't really friends. You know, they're good time friends, or friends that are just taking your energy, taking your time, but you're not really receiving from. Saturn will point that out to you. Where are you receiving, and what are you receiving? And that's something to evaluate, because to be extremely successful, it is extremely requiring. And it requires all of your energy and intention, attention, focus, endurance, health, well-being, vitality, and you don't have any energy to waste. You don't have time to waste. So you really want to evaluate your goals and look at where you're putting your energy and what is the return on the investment of your time, energy, heart, and soul that you're pouring into, whether it's a job or a group you belong to or a friendship. You know, Saturn likes to show us where we're being distracted and, you know, not necessarily fruitful. And you have an opportunity now over the next several years to be incredibly fruitful in what you do and where you're going. Now, you're going to feel strong in January because Mars is in your sign. And Mars is flying forward in 2015. There's no retrograde with Mars. Mars is flying forward in 2015. He starts out in Aquarius and he ends the year in your sister sign, Libra. So this is a good, strong year for you. And the first moon we have, a super moon we have in 2015 is Aquarius. So there's a 0-degree Aquarius new moon on January 20th. New start, new beginning, fresh outlook on life, great time to do a beauty makeover, do, you know, any kind of makeover as you get ready for your birthday, and the new energy that comes in on your birthday for you, for the new solar year. So this is a wonderful time to set your intentions for what you want to create in 2015. You're a powerful creator, and you can use these tools I'm giving you here to consciously create what you want to see happen in 2015 with your body, your home, your relationships, your work, your money, and you can make it happen too. So here you are starting out the year very powerfully with a powerful super moon, Aquarius new moon on January 20th at 0 degrees, new beginnings, new start, new year, new energy. Very exciting. Now, Venus is going to be in Leo from June 6th through October 8th. And that is highlighting relationships for you. So for those of you wanting to meet someone significant in 2015, it's on, because Jupiter is already there. And Jupiter will be in your relationship area until August 11th. Venus will join Jupiter. That is amazing, you know, because it's like having your own fairy godmother and fairy godfather. And it's in the area of relationships, it's in the area of other people, your public relations, partnerships, romantic and personal, professional. And so this is a really strong year for you. People do want to help you. People do want to see you get ahead. People do want to see you be successful. Venus camped out there for almost 5 months is amazing. And she will retrograde July 25th through September 5th. This can bring relationships back to you, an old flame from your past, or an old business partner or colleague. People from your past have a tendency to return when Venus is retro. Retrograde means return, revisit, okay? And the person can be from your past of this life. The person can also be from your past from past lives. that you may not have met yet in this life, but when you meet them, you'll feel it. I've known you before, I've been with you before. And wow, so what a year for you, 2015. And Jupiter is going to form two fabulous trines, harmonious energy flow, that's a trine, harmonious energy flow with your ruling planet, your modern ruling planet, Uranus. And that energy is on February, March, all of June, through the middle of July. Okay, so you could be meeting people that are like amazingly good for you during this cycle. And you could have incredible opportunities just dropped in your lap. All you have to do is say, yes. And you're just going to be like, wow. So I really like 2015 for you. You're going to like it way better than last year. Okay. And, you know, if some of you are walking out of jobs or you got let go of a job, that's the universe saying we've got something better for you. Or relationship, that's the universe saying I got a better soulmate for you. And, you know, I mean, it is like, wow, look at that. Okay, so Uranus, which is your modern ruler, is in Aries. Aries sextiles you, Sagittarius sextiles you, Leo rules the area of marriage and partnership for you, and Uranus and Jupiter are hooking up here, making brilliant breakthroughs for you. So there is magic happening here in 2015 for you. It's so exciting. And I just love giving you this good news. I really like this energy. Brilliant breakthroughs, magic can happen. And for you, it's in the area of social media, networking in the community. So get out. Don't just sit behind the computer or on YouTube all day. Get out into the community. Get out, network, meet people, say hi. And I offer this healing modality. I offer this service. I'm interested in meeting my soulmate. In whatever it is that you want to be doing, because you will find that people are very positive with you. They're responding to you. They're like, wow, you got great energy. I want you to meet my cousin. Or, wow, you know, you're amazing. And I'd like to set up an appointment with you. And so you have all this positive energy going for you. Now, Neptune is in Pisces, and Neptune is really strong this year because it's in its own sign. And when a planet's in its own sign, it has the greatest power. And Saturn is in Sagittarius, and Neptune is in Pisces. Well, Saturn likes to build structures. So Saturn's over there in this area of your life going, we're going to build new social networks, we're going to make new friends, we're going to build new structures so that we can get you out into the world and you can be that conduit for healing that we need you to be. Neptune's in the area of your money, your finances, your resources, what you love and value. And Saturn and Neptune are going to square off a couple times in 2015. One likes to build, the other likes to dissolve. One likes boundaries, limitations. Here's my limitations. This is the limitations I'm working with. The other one says, what boundaries? We're all drops in the ocean. We're all stars in the sky, right? And so they don't like each other when they hook up. And they're going to hook up in February, loosely. There's a 2-degree orb. And then they're directly on each other November 19th through December 15th. The reason I mention it is because when these two hook up, it's kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's crazy making because one wants to build, the other wants to dissolve. And, you know, typically Saturn usually calls all the shots. Saturn is really, you know, a force to be reckoned with. But with Neptune in its own sign, Neptune can make us feel kind of wiggy, like, okay, you know, where is my reality? And make sure, you know, for you, you're not just trusting someone because you're a conduit for, you know, positive energy here. You know, it's never what people say, it's always what they do. It's never the talk, it's always the walk. You don't want to give someone money because they're your friend or, you know, they're saying they're going to do this really good business deal with you, especially during those time periods. And as we get into the months, I'll get more into it. This is a general forecast for the Aquarian Sun and the Aquarian Ascendant. General forecast. And it's an overview for the year. But as we get into the monthlies, I can get more detailed into the dynamics of this energy. And so I'm just mentioning it because it's showing up in all of our charts, and it is kind of crazy making. So it'll be interesting to see, how this energy plays out with you. However, for you, it's more about just making sure that you're looking out for you, and that, you've got so much going for you, and you're feeling really good, and you're feeling really positive, that you don't look at someone carefully, or you don't look at a situation carefully, and you get, fooled into thinking something is one way, or that someone is reliable, come to find out they're not as reliable as they're presenting themselves to be. Now, Neptune is also in this area. So it really is about you, managing your finances in a way where you have total control over, where you're spending your resources, how you're spending your resources, and, making sure that you are on top, in touch, and in control of where your money is going. And as long as you're doing that, then you're in the driver's seat, and money will increase for you in 2015. Because Jupiter is going to move into the area of other people's resources on August 11th, and will be there through summer of 2016. So you're getting an opportunity to increase your resources. So for some of you, you're going to meet partners that have deep pockets. You know what I mean? Like, you can meet someone who's very well off, and all of a sudden you have this support coming from your partner, because Jupiter then moved into that area of your partner's resources. So just watch out those time periods with the Saturn Neptune, and I'll talk about that when it gets a little blurry with the Neptune effect, because Neptune is so powerful being in its own sign. And so we'll talk about the other. Now, your modern ruling planet, Uranus, is firing through Aries, and it will get up to 21 degrees Aries in 2015. Like, it's so cool the way Uranus is flying forward. Uranus will retrograde July 26th through December 25th. And the ongoing Pluto-Uranus square finishes March 16th and 17th. Now, for you, that's had a lot to do with how you get in your own way, what insecurities or fears you may have been working through. It's time for breakthrough now. It's time to move beyond that. It's time to stretch yourself. And Uranus is, finishing with Pluto on March 16th and 17th. But the energy is still going to be around, because they don't completely separate off until 2020. But that doesn't mean you're going to be going through the massive growth and changes you've been through since 2007 with these two, and especially with Saturn and Scorpio. That's done. And most of you have made major changes, so you don't need to make major changes. And however, it is worth noting that they're not just going to separate and then everything, we're going to be in the age of Aquarius, okay? In order for us to get to the age of Aquarius, we still have to learn the lessons in Pisces. And this is a very Piscean year, because we have 6 supermoons in 2015. 3 of them are in Pisces. And the nodes are moving from Libra Aries into Virgo Pisces on October 9th. 2015. And we have 4 eclipses in 2015, and we start to move into Pisces and Virgo through the eclipses. So Pisces and Aquarians, you are major players in the years to come, because we need to learn that we're all one, and that war is stupid, and that taking care of communities and building the infrastructure in our country is so valuable and important to all of us, and that we don't want homeless people, and we don't want children going to bed hungry, and we want to bring back the values of the 60s of taking care of each other and taking care of the environment and putting people first, and then the environment, and then profit. Well, we're not there yet. And with Saturn moving into Sagittarius, that is going to shift it. And especially when it meets up with Uranus. Boy, when it meets up with Uranus in 2016 to 17, you're going to be on fire. There'll be no stopping you. You say, because both your ruling planets will be in harmonious energy flow, and the power will be given to the individual. So many of you, I want you to think about owning your own business, starting your own business. Even if you started off as a hobby, and you work at it, a couple hours a week, that's okay. Because you're going to have opportunity over the next 3 years to really be a leader and be the CEO and be the authority and help us bring in this age of Aquarius, this new age dawning. And it's very exciting what's happening here. You're getting a taste of it in 2015. 2016 and 17 is going to be even better. So there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot to be grateful for. And Aquarius and Pisces, you're such major players in this new energy, in this new earth we're creating. Now, you have 4 eclipses in 2015. The first one is at 29 degrees Pisces on March 20th, and it's a total solar eclipse and a supermoon. This is probably the most powerful eclipse of the year. And for you, it's happening in the area of what you love and value, your self-respect, your self-esteem, your self-appreciation, your resources, how you empower yourself, what you invest in. This is a really important beginning for you, but it's also a completion. So you're completing things too. And you may be changing where you're investing your money. You may be changing how you invest your money. Where you put your time and energy. You're really looking at that in March. March, you're going to turn a corner. March, you're going to turn. You're going to pivot. You're going to move in a new direction. And it's exciting. Then the following eclipse is on April 4th. And that's at 14 degrees 21 minutes Libra, and that's pulling in the Pluto-Uranus. So yes, they separated, but see how we still keep pulling them in? And that's how it's going to be for several years now, because this eclipse is pulling in the Pluto-Uranus. Now Libra is a sister sign for you, and it rules the area of your life that has to do with your future vision, your truth, your wisdom, the expansion of your consciousness, higher education, teaching, learning, travel. So this is about you getting out there and spreading the message and teaching what you know and being a leader and going for it, not holding yourself back. It's really exciting. And then in September, we have a 20-degree Virgo eclipse, partial solar eclipse on September 13th. And for you, this is about other people's values, other people's resources. So this is about you working with others and how you work with others and how you use your resources to create the life you want. So you're going to be looking at your money in 2015 in a major way, and your resources, and how you can leverage your resources so that you're getting more return on your investment. Then the final eclipse, which is a total lunar eclipse, is at 4 degrees 37 minutes Aries, and that's on September 27th. And Aries sextiles you. So you're making adjustments in how you think so that you can create greater intimacy and greater wealth. Now we have the 6 supermoons in 2015. The first one is in your sign. You're making changes. It's all about you. It's a great time to do a beauty makeover, or get in a good fitness program, or diet, whatever you're doing, changing it up so that you feel really powerful and effective and strong and ready for all the success coming your way. Then there is a 0 degrees Pisces new moon on the 18th. Money, your money, what you love and value, what matters to you. Then there is the Pisces new moon eclipse at 29 degrees. And so you're going to be looking at your money in February, and then in March, you're going to be making some changes so that you're seeing more return on your investment. Maybe you're opening a new mutual fund account, or you're investing in a company that is, solar energy, or, it cleans the water, something that is a benefit to humanity. And then August, there is a 6 degrees Pisces full moon in this area for you. And so this is about you harvesting, by the fall, money, reward, financial gain. And then September 27th, there is the almost 5 degrees Aries full moon eclipse. And then October 27th, there's a 4-degree Taurus full moon, and that will focus you on where you're living and your foundation. And the transiting north and south node are, in the Virgo Pisces area now. So you're really looking at your money, your investments, your short distance future, your long distance future, and how you can work your resources, your time, your energy, your heart, your soul, your money, and what you own, so that you are creating the life you truly desire. And there are 3 Mercury retrogrades in 2015, and they're all in the air signs. So I really like that, because I think that's going to be the easiest retrogrades we've seen in years, because Mercury rules Gemini, and Mercury is an intellectual guy. He's not an emotional guy. Well, he's not really a guy or girl. He's asexual. God. Okay, so let's call him a god. So Mercury, messenger to the gods, he's the only one that can travel from all dimensions, from Pluto, all the way to, the etheric. And so he is a major player. And he will retrograde in January 21st through February 11th. And that's in your sign, Aquarius. So some of you are being revisited by people from your past. You've got the Venus doing it, you got the Jupiter doing it, now you got Mercury doing it. So some of you are going to have an opportunity to meet up with an old lover, an old friend, an old colleague that can be very beneficial to you. Then Mercury will retrograde May 18th through June 11th in Gemini. Gemini trines you, so you're not going to find it that hard. I mean, yeah, the devil is in the details when Mercury's retrograde. However, if you're paying attention to things, you will find that it's a very beneficial time, because it's giving you an opportunity to revisit with old love. Oh my gosh, Aquarius. Because it's in the area of true love and romance. And so love is on for you all year. And for some of you, you're going to be getting married this year. Mercury retrogrades in Libra, September 17th through the 9th of October. So some of you are getting married in this year. Some of you are meeting up with people that you've known in this life or past lives, and you'll know it when you meet them, because you're so intuitive. You'll know it because they can finish your sentences, because they resonate with you, they know you, and so you just pick up right where you left off. The only thing that changes is our clothing, or the outer skin we wear. But soulmate love, love is eternal, lasts forever. And so you have an incredible opportunity in 2015 to meet up with past life lovers, past life friends, and friends and lovers of this life that are returning to you. It's also a time for you to, reevaluate where you're putting your creative energy, so that you're getting the most, for, the biggest bang for your buck. And I'll talk more about this as the months approach. I'm getting ready to do the January 2015, and I'll talk about the retrograde then for you. It's a big one, because it's in your own sign. And when it's in your own sign, you're a major player. You're a major player because you're Aquarius, and we're entering the age of Aquarius. And you're a conduit for healing. And the universe is sending you tons and tons of help to get you where you need to be, so that you can fulfill your destiny. So money will be strong if you're paying attention and you're really looking at where you're investing your time and energy, and what your return on that investment is. And that includes the mutual fund, or wherever, because there's a lot of fees with that. What are you really getting back? So you're looking at your money in a big way. You're looking at your resources and how you can better leverage them in 2015. Love is on. Love is so on for you. It's ridiculous. and it's screaming at you. So be open to it, and why not? Health looks really good, and you are a conduit for healing. So don't forget to include you in that healing. Spiritually, you're just growing by leaps and bounds. I mean, it's just so amazing. Aquarius, you have a phenomenal year ahead of you. It is so gorgeous, and it's harvest time. You are to receive the rewards from all of your hard work. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my podcast. Aquarius, you're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. Oh, we staked out on a mission to find our inner peace and make it everlasting, so nothing's incomplete. It's easy being with you, sacred simplicity. As long as we're together, there's no place I'd rather be. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, get you another name, switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'd make it. Know with all of your heart you can't shake me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be.